Hello everybody, Rebels of Cloud9 here. I'm going to be doing a product review today on the Mr. Hobby Mr. Paint Remover. This is a product I bought on a whim for my brother actually, and he said it was really great. I tried it out once and fell in love with it and bought it for myself. And I thought I'd just share with you a bit how you use this stuff, what you can use it on, and effectively how well it works. Is this worth it? Is it worth a little gamble? A little bit of your money? Well, let's do a test and see. So the first thing is, it comes in the regular standard Mr. Hobby bottles. There is no brush, it's just an open jar. The odor of this stuff is surprisingly very pleasant. It almost has, I would say, a floral kind of odor to it. It's not pungent, it's not strong at all. It's exactly the kind of opposite thing you think out of paint remover. If you've ever used paint remover for anything else, it's very, very strong odor. This barely has an odor to it, I find, and it's very, very pleasant. It's quite strange. So what I have here is some F14 parts that I kind of ruined, and I wasn't happy with them, and I wanted to try over again, do a bit of a do-over with the painting here. Because this is a tamiya kit, the parts fit is kind of precision in a way where you can't really have a big buildup of paint. So instead of sanding it down and then polishing and what have you, I decided I would try some Mr. Paint Remover here. This is lacquer paint too, by the way. This isn't acrylic, this is lacquer paint. Lacquers are some of the strongest paints out on the market. They have a real bite to them. They like to grip into the plastic or whatever it is they're attaching to, and it's really nice, strong stuff. It's great for hobbying because it dries really quickly, but it does have quite a bit of an odor. But as many people will know, it is really hard to remove and almost impossible. So what we're going to need here is we got our bottle of Mr. Paint Remover, and I'm going to just need some Q-tips or cotton swabs. These ones are actually Q-tips. And all I'm going to be doing here is just using one end of the Q-tip and dunking it in there all the way. And put the cap back on and put this to the side. And I'm just going to be liberally brushing this on. Now, don't dunk the Q-tip back into the remover because it will make it dirty. You want to keep this as clean and free of contamination as possible. If you need to dunk it into anything, these are the Mr. Hobby paint trays. Just pour a little bit into there and use it up that way. So let's do this side here as well. Yeah, this just didn't come out as nice as I wanted. And again, I'm being quite liberal with all this. I can already see it working here on this panel. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in here for everybody to see this. Look at this. This is removing lacquer paints. Now it's going to take a little bit of extra effort to get this perfectly clean. Let's be realistic. It's not going to be a totally quick method here. But I mean, look at this. It's just removing it all. And here we are, back down to the bare plastic again. So what I'm going to do here is get another cotton swab, and I'm going to do this all over again. I'm going to go take care of these two panels, and it takes a bit of time. It's lacquer paint. I have to accept that. It's not going to be, you know, super quick as you might want, but this sure beats sanding. This beats soaking it in like oven cleaner or anything like that. It does take a bit of time, but I mean, look at this. I can't get over this, how nice this is. Look at that mess. Use the other side of the cotton swab here. You hear that? Squeaky clean, guys. Squeaky clean. Check that out. A little bit more tidy up the work there, and this part is ready to be repainted. So I was just messing around with this a little bit here, and I've kind of stumbled on a bit of an easier method for this. And all you're gonna need are some cotton facial swabs like this here. You can buy these in a large package for a few bucks. These are for like removing makeup and everything. But I use these a lot with my hobbying. I use it for all sorts of stuff because it picks up a lot of debris and whatever you want. So I'm just gonna show you guys this. So I dunked the Q-tip here, and I'm just gonna be moving it back and forth and, you know, agitating up this paint here. And yep, the remover's already doing its thing. There. Let me zoom in just a bit more for everybody. Hopefully. Okay. Should do it. You can see all the paint is being swirled up here and lifted up. So I can use the other side of this Q-tip in a moment, but there you can see how we're getting rid of all that paint. And I'm just gonna put that there. So then I'm gonna take this cotton pad and just wipe it off. So it's all basically stuck in there. Look at that. So here I can see the areas where I need to clean it a little bit more. So again, keeping this stuff as clean as possible. Dunk it in on the other side here. Brand new clean side here. And I can just go in here and finish cleaning all these parts. Look at this. I can see where I need to work. I've seen where I have worked and all that, and I am very, very happy. This is very time consuming because I have a lot of parts that I need to clean and fix up, but this is a lot easier than my other method, which was to sand these parts down or hope that some oven cleaner might do the trick if I soaked it in oven cleaner for a while, which can and can't work. Sometimes it doesn't remove lacquers. I have had it actually work. But look at that. It's completely down back to the bare plastic. Isn't that fantastic? So you've got these two sections here. I can go right back at it in a little while after I get this painted. I actually even use this stuff to clean paintbrushes. Like if I'm using something and it's not quite getting off of the brush, I just dunk it in here and then wash it off in water, and it comes out a lot better. It's a lot nicer. So this stuff is fairly inexpensive. I think I paid $3 for this little thing. That's the only thing I'm saying is a bit of a downside. I wish I could get this in a bigger bottle because this is really nice. I'm gonna buy a couple more of these next time because when you have a situation like this is perfect. I want to test this later on airbrush, like the nozzle of my airbrush. I don't think it's gonna be anything to remove or corrode any metal. I doubt it, but it'd be nice to test that and see how it works for things like that. So if you find this Mr. Paint Remover, definitely buy it. I think this is totally worth the money. It's worth having in your hobby stash. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is great. This has saved me so much work. I can't wait to get back to airbrushing. The project is moving along smoothly now. The only downside, it's a small bottle, so you're gonna have to buy a few of these if you have a big project. Just remember to try and keep this stuff clean as possible. You'll be grateful for that in the long run. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Robes at Cloud9. I'll see you all later.